Hey, did you see that Coal India stock jumped over 3% recently? I was wondering what triggered that.
Yeah, actually, I did. It looks like Coal India Limited is implementing a Singrauli Punarasthapan Charge through its subsidiary, Northern Coalfields Limited. That's what seems to have boosted the share price.
A Singrauli Punarasthapan Charge? What in the world is that?
Well, it's basically a levy of rupees 300 per ton on coal from all mines of Northern Coalfields Limited, which is, a fully owned subsidiary of Coal India. It's over and above the notified price of coal.
Okay, so it's like they're charging extra for each ton of coal. Is that going to affect prices for consumers, or is it more of an internal thing?
It's definitely going to affect revenue. I mean, Coal India anticipates an additional revenue of around rupees 3,877.50 crores from this charge. Disclaimer, we advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
Well, that's a significant amount of additional revenue. So why are they implementing this charge now? Is there something specific happening in the Singrauli region?
That's a good question. It seems the decision was approved in a Coal India Limited board meeting recently. It's effective from May 1st, 2025.
Interesting. So the stock market reacted positively, huh? Even with the broader market selling off, Coal India shares went up.
Exactly. The Indian stock market did crash, with the Sensex and Nifty 50 declining by more than 1.5% each, but Coal India shares still rallied.
That's quite a feat. So it seems investors see this charge as a positive thing for the company's bottom line, even if the overall market is down.
Right. Investors may be betting that this additional charge will significantly boost Coal India's revenue and profitability, making it a more attractive investment despite the market downturn.
That makes sense. So it boils down to a simple equation. Increased revenue equals increased stock value. And the market responded even though everything else was crashing.
Pretty much. Now, let's move on to how this might affect the long-term prospects of Coal India. Do you think this kind of charge is sustainable?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If they keep adding charges, will it affect demand in the long run?
That's a valid concern. If the price of coal becomes too high, consumers might start looking for alternative energy sources, which could hurt Coal India in the long run. It's like slowly increasing the price of a product and hoping people still buy it.
Right, like if the price of gas goes up too much, people might switch to electric cars. So it's all interconnected,
Exactly. So about that Singrauli Punarasthapan charge, the key aspect here is that the market believes that this additional revenue will outweigh any potential negatives.
So the investors are confident that the demand will remain high enough to absorb this charge.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens after May 1st when the charge actually goes into effect. It'll be interesting to see if it actually brings in the anticipated revenue.
Yeah, time will tell. This is a good opportunity to invite listeners to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on stock market news.
Right. Now, where were we?
We were just getting into the long-term effects on Coal India. So what's your take on that?
So the long-term impacts, well, that depends on a few factors. If the charge is used effectively for development in the Singrauli region, it could improve the company's reputation and relationships with local communities.
So it's like they're investing back into the community from which they're extracting the coal. That could definitely help with their public image.
Exactly. It's all about balancing short-term gains with long-term sustainability and stakeholder relations.
Well, that's definitely something to keep an eye on. So basically, we saw stock jump based on this new charge, but the long-term effects remain to be seen.